Our tax dollars are paying to try to repaint and plug up holes in an enormously leaking pool. And now we're using our tax dollars to pay police and National Guards people to watch that leaking pool.
It's a swamp. That's what's perfect about this story, is that Trump ran on drain the swamp, clean up Washington, get rid of the corruption, and now there's a literal swamp. Poetic. It's in the reflecting pool. It's a swamp reflecting right back at you. Let's talk about this reflecting pool. It's so funny to me, but it's such a distraction. So I guess I'm contributing to the distraction, but I don't know. The reflecting pool. So it all started back in 1922 when the United States decided to build a pool in front of the Lincoln Memorial, which is normal and good. But the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool was built on dredged marshland from the Potomac River with no support structure underneath. So it's basically just a bathtub sitting on a swamp. Kind of fitting, right? With 6.75 million gallons of water. So that whole slab is pressing down on this unstable ground for almost 100 years, over 100 years. But this was when it was open and it was functioning, like back in the day, like it was like a center for like social and cultural activity. Like people ice skated on it.
Oh, nice. Look at that.
And they swam in it.
Oh.
Like it was like people went there. There were like little paddle boats on it and stuff. Like people went there and like they actually like hung out. It was a living space. It was like a usable monument. Like families used it. And so it was a massive undertaking, investment into like shared public space. And then over 90 years, the weight of the water, it sinks into the marshy ground and the entire pool started to settle. And it settled about 1 foot into the ground. But the settling cracked the concrete. So those cracks became leaks. And they were like, they put like shores in there and plugs and whatever they could do. But by the year 2000, the pool was leaking 500,000 gallons per week.
500,000 gallons per week?
So that's 26 million gallons in a year, which then the city had to fill up. So the city was literally pouring municipal water into the pool constantly. And so the pool, once it was deteriorated, it was no longer usable because it wasn't safe anymore. And it became not clean and unsanitary. And people didn't even really like going down there.
By the way, that's treated water. That's people's water. That's like drinkable water probably.
Yeah, it's potable water for sure. Yeah.
Oh my, and they're just pumping it into this pool.
Mm-hmm.
Flint have clean water? I think Flint is still waiting for some clean water.
Well, Obama, this is where it all comes in, right? So Obama gives his college try. He spends $35 million in 2010, and the bids come back. They came back a little bit higher than that, but he got it down to $35 million between 2010 and 2012. So he did new pilings, a bunch of other construction work, and he got the leak rate down from 26 million gallons a year to 16 million gallons a year. So quite an improvement, but only that much an improvement for $35 million. So then Biden comes in and he says, we want to fix it in its entirety. And the bid came back at 100 million. So the Biden admin said, no, we're not going to spend that much. We'll shelve it for now and we'll come back to it later. So Trump did inherit a problem with an initial bid of 100 million to actually solve. But Trump, in his Trumpianism, Trumpistian ways, I don't know what Trumpian ways. He goes, I'll fix it. And he literally said, I can fix this. I'll do it for the 250th birthday on July 4th. That's my deadline. So Trump's solution, he gets an estimate of 1.8 million, which, first of all, shouldn't that give you pause if we got an estimate of 100 million from Biden's admin and now we're at 1.8? All right. So people say, okay, Trump's really trying to save us money. whatever. So he awards 2 no bid contracts, both justified by the deadline of July 4th. So that means no bids, no competitive bidding, both bypass the normal federal procurement rules. The first contract went to Atlantic Industrial Coatings, which was $14.7 million. I thought it was $1.8 million. $14.7 million, a Virginia company with no federal contract history, but they work on Trump's golf club pools. So, yeah.
Interesting.
Now, I'm glad. Second contract, kid you not, was given to a company called Greenwater Services for $1.7 million. That's not the best part. The name's hilarious in and of itself, but here's the owner. Like,
who in the hell is that? First of all, he looks like he came out of Goodfellas. He looks. I'm like, hey, put your name on the check, or your brains will be something like that. Like, or it could be. He could be in The Sopranos. One of these fat guys. Hey, where's the pizza dish? Where's the, gabagool?
He looks like a Batman villain. I feel like I'm in a comic strip. It's John Cafaro. Of course, he's Italian. John Cafaro, Trump donor. What?
Didn't I say it? I said he's Sopranos. That's it. He's Goodfellas. That's
it. Trump donor, Mar-a-Lago neighbor, over $300,000 donated to Trump. 2 felony convictions, one for bribing a congressman, one for campaign finance violations.
Oh, now we're really gonna go into
he got the $1.7 million contract, but he was in charge of the filtration system. So the first guy with the Trump's pool guy, Atlantic Industrial Coatings, he got the actual coating on the pool. The Meatball Supreme, John Cafaro, got the $1.7 million for the filtration system. Trump, so they drain the pool, they paint the bottom, and they call it American flag blue, which is so amazing and cringe, right? So that's the fix. They're going to paint it. They don't fix the ground. They don't do anything to the slab of concrete. They don't do anything to the leaks. They drain it and then refill it on June 4th. By June 5th, it was algae. And by June 10th, it was just a complete green sludge. So you could see. Well, so there's
look at that.
So there's draining, right? Then the painting, then the refilling, then it starts to get yucky. Then it gets really yucky. And now it's it's literal sludge. But this is not even where it stops. This is okay. Okay, it's a tremendous failure. It's whatever. We're used to this. But on June 16th, so people are saying this is the biggest algae bloom recorded on the National Mall ever. And I don't know why we have algae records for the National Mall. There should be algae recorded on the National Mall, but I digress.
There you go.
But on June 16th, the National Park Service shows up. And this is when I saw it. And I was like, what the hell is going on? Now, some of you might know, I used to keep fish. So I'm like, why are they filling the pool up with?
It's peeling away. The $14 million job to redo.
Gallon jugs of hydrogen peroxide into a leaking bathtub. They're gallon jugs. What do we? So then people start saying, listen, now there's a half-life of certain compounds in hydrogen peroxide, especially when you're trying to kill algae. And once you kill the algae, once it hits the algae and kills it, that hydrogen peroxide is rendered inert, no longer kills any more algae. It doesn't precipitate through the water. So that's why it goes, no, look. The paint peeled up only around the edges. Since the hydrogen peroxide or the algae came up only around the edges because the hydrogen peroxide didn't go throughout the pool. So in the center of the bottom row, you could see the center still has all the algae. the border doesn't have any algae on it. So that's what happened.
God,
Well, we started off in a bad way, right? So also, and for those of you who don't know, hydrogen peroxide can affect certain coatings and polymers, and especially when they're not cured properly. So the paint starts bubbling up. It starts bubbling up. So it's really like, so it's like a mixture here. You can see it's sort of peeling back on itself, kind of blowing in the wind. But okay, so online, this gets insane. So on June 4th, like I said, the pool was refilled. June 5th, algae. June 10th, full bloom. On June 15th, Fox News sends a reporter out there, Johnny Belisario, to do a segment defending the Trump administration's work. He's talking about the blue painted floor. It's just a standard pro-Trump segment. But then the left-leaning social media, Occupy Democrats, takes a clip out of context and claims Belisario said the Greenwater is blue, and they started mocking him. Well, you can't, once that starts, we can't mock the Fox News guy.
Is Belisario also from the boot?
Stop.
No, I'm saying, like, what is going on here?
So Snopes, look at, like, so this is the, so then a story comes out. And a Fox News reporter tries to argue that green is blue in a stunningly stupid attempt to defend Trump. Snopes has to step in and fact check this and say he was never saying the water was blue. He was talking about the painted floor. But by then, the left and the right are ready to claw each other's eyes out. So we get to watch the hilarity that ensues. And people like Grant Stitchfield go down to the pool and say, you know, this pool is being sabotaged or something. They're dumping algae into the pool. They're starting to say that Antifa and leftists are coming in with algae spores and dumping them into the pool. There was another theory that they were dumping fertilizers into the pool because phosphates will increase algae.
Don't they have cameras around this whole
This
pool?
is the most surveilled city in the world, except for maybe Tel Aviv. Like, this is
What?
this is the most surveilled city in the world. Like, no joke.
You know, for the geeks out there, they'll know the meme. To video. I want to see the video. I want to see the video.
So
I don't believe it.
They're mocking the Fox News for saying the water's blue when it's green, when Early's talking about, I don't even know what the hell is happening. But then a satire's website makes a grave mistake. They post this story that says Antifa operatives were arrested for dumping algae into the reflecting pool. It was a satire. This screenshot is from Yahoo, but the satire site took it down because people took it seriously and started attacking the left and demanding arrests. So the satire story. So by June 20th, you've got days of online fighting. Left is saying Trump failed. Right is saying it's sabotage. Satire is being treated as real. Legitimate criticism of the contractor's corruption is getting completely buried. It's total madness. And then Trump posts this. Just insane. Many additional people have been arrested. Like, it's just bonkers. Like, they took some knife or blade, they sliced it. How do you slice paint? I don't know. They put a 200. Look at this. They took some form of knife or blade and put a 250 long gash into the beautiful facade of what took so much work, competence, and money to build and complete, and poured corrosive and destructive chemicals into the pool. And no one saw this.
What are you going to say? What are you going to say? Literally, we are talking about a swamp.
You're getting there. You get it. But wait, it gets even better. So what did we do? Everybody's arguing. If you go look at don't look anymore. It's died down. But yesterday, the comment sections were insane. They're ready to kill each other over a reflecting pool. Check this out. This is last night. The National Guard and the police are there guarding it.
They're guarding a leaking pool.
Yes.
So our tax dollars are paying to try to repaint and plug up holes in an enormously leaking pool. And now we're using our tax dollars to pay police and National Guards people to watch that leaking pool.
Right. And all of this, and don't forget, everybody probably remembers the Trump administration was very proud of this pool, like that it was getting done and they were going to do it for cheaper and all of that. And they were going to save all this money and yada, yada, yada. And now they're screaming, oh, you don't want to report on anything but the pool. And it's like, you guys didn't stop talking about it for weeks. And now it's this huge debacle and people are really fighting over it. It's a huge distraction for all the failures of the administration. But I want to talk, you said it just now. You said it's a swamp. That's what's perfect about this story is that Trump ran on drain the swamp, clean up Washington, get rid of the corruption. And now there's a literal swamp.
There's a swamp.
And what better place? It's so poetic. It's in the reflecting pool. It's a swamp reflecting right back at you.